You said what? Pretty? I appreciate it. You pretty as well.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Eddie 1000. Thank you for joining me today. In today's video, I am going to talk about a popular clip that came on to WorldStar. And in this clip, there is a snippet of a young man walking through, followed by a crowd of groupies. And the point of the video is a couple things. For one, we're going to talk about how women claim that they won't compete for a man, right? Women always say they are not going to compete for a man. But in my book, High Value Woman, Low Value Woman, I state in there that women will put themselves in the position to be approached by men, right? So in this clip basically highlights that fact. Number one. Point number two is going to discuss the impact that birth control, hormonal and physical birth control, impacts a woman's brain and her perception of what she thinks she finds attractive. And lastly, it's going to be about low value women. All right. So all of these factors really encompass low value women. I like low value women, so don't get low value women confused with no value. All right. There's no value and then there's low value. Low value, they are providing value, but not high value. It's low value. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the clip.
No, how you doing? What's up? You said what? Pretty? I appreciate it. You pretty as well. What's going on? How you doing? You do nails? You said you do nails? How about good? Appreciate it. I like it a lot. You from here? Huh? You love me? You love me? I love you too. I appreciate it, man. You said what? Our first date. You can show me places?
So that's basically the clip. And that's basically the clip. Now, this isn't to talk about these individual women as individuals. It's just about the concept. And the concept is that when you have a man who is desired by many women, there's going to be competition, right? And one of the things that women need to realize is that if you like a man, there's likely other women who also like that man, right? So what are you going to do to bring more to the table than the next woman? Or are you happy with just bringing looks and WAP to the table? that's up to you, and it is your choice on what you want to bring to the table. However, a man is going to choose what's most valuable to him. But this goes back to what you want as the woman. If you want a man who is not interested, has no intent on marrying anytime soon, or just interested in your looks and your walk, then that's your choice if you still want to be with that man, right? However, if you want a man who is interested, wants to marry, then that is also your choice, right? And most women can have 100 guys lined up outside their door, right? So this is why I try to explain that virgin women past the age of 23, 24, 25, there is something mentally blocking her from, being with a man. Either whichever one she chooses, either to be married to one or have sex with one. If she doesn't choose one of those by age 23, 24, 25, then there's something wrong, right? So back to the clip. You have all those women who are interested in one man. And one of the women, the first woman, she tells the guy that he looks pretty and to tell it back to her. So that's very important that we understand the mindset of, I'm pretty sure she represents more than one woman in her behavior, right? She told the guy, "You look pretty, now say it back to me." That's very manipulative and dominant for a woman to do. It's not natural for a woman to tell a man what to do, what to say, right? Especially he doesn't know that woman. She says, "You're pretty, now say it back to me." Obviously she likes him, but that is not the best approach to, I'm not even sure I think she was trying to get validation, and she was trying to seduce the young brother. But that's manipulative and insincere by saying that she thought he was pretty, which is, I'll talk about that in a moment, which is a little awkward. But she told him to say it back to her. Like, why would you have to tell somebody if it's genuine? If it's not genuine, then, you see right through it. It's like you're being fake.
Possibility. Researchers have been finding that the men who were chosen by women as partners that were on hormonal birth control, they had less masculine faces relative to the men who were chosen by naturally cycling women, which is really mind-blowing when you think about it.
Is it true that the birth control pill can change your perception of who you're attracted to for a woman?
Yeah, that is a possibility. Researchers have been finding that the men who were chosen by women as partners that were on hormonal birth control, they had less masculine faces relative to the men who were chosen by naturally cycling women.
So you have these women who are on birth control who have a different perception of men than women who are not on birth control. So there's this phenomenon that 90% of women in the United States are on birth control. All right. And United States also has some of the lowest fertile women on the planet. We're at the women here at 147th place at the bottom. So when I say that high value women, meaning women who want to get married, who want to have kids, are very rare, and I have stats that back this up. As you can see, in 147th place, you have the United States. As of 2025, total fertility rate, births per woman, we are 147th place. All right, so we're at the bottom. Obviously, birth control is one of the reasons when you have their brains being affected and their hormones being affected. And it's just part of a small part of the problem that we are facing here in the United States. But let's go back to the video clip, what this video is about. We talked about women needing to compete, especially with men who hundreds, if not thousands, of other women want. Okay? We talked about the way to secure the man or make your choice on if that is the right man for you or not, based on what you want to bring to the table as a woman, right? And we also talked about the birth control and how it impacts her perception of who she finds attractive. If she's on birth control, she's going to find the feminine man attractive, as opposed to the woman who is not on birth control. She's going to find the more masculine man, the more masculine features attractive. And one of the things that you have to understand is that you cannot fight nature. Nature will end up winning in the end. So it's best to be natural. It's best to realize who you are as a woman instead of relying on birth control, in my opinion. And my opinion is to do what is natural for the woman, right? So that's this video here. I want to thank you for watching. Tell me your comments below. Have a great day.